98 millimeter burr versus big 102 millimeter burr. Okay, all right, sweet. Let me see if our audio is okay. I think it's probably fine.
Testing.
Yes. Okay. Nice. All right. Things that we'll randomly get to at some point. Okay, so we have the 01 and the 98 millimeter P100. The 102 millimeter 01 versus 98 millimeter not blind P100. The same burr is in these, so that's the 102 blind Mizen and the 98
OM.
Mizen, both by option O. And what we're curious about doing today is, can you pick out the difference? Or I don't know, we just want to see what tastes different. And then also, we'll do a blind tasting of a blind burr versus a not blind burr. So that's what we're doing today. We're just hanging out, brewing some coffee, and we'll do some filter first, and then we'll do some espresso, and that should be fun. But I seasoned this a little bit more compared to the other stream. So now this is, I would say, ready to go. And then this is, I mean, you've been using this for quite a while, so this is already like pretty seasoned. Yeah, but I mean, this burr set just came out though. So, but yeah, we have both of the option O grinders here. This does have a carrier, so we could actually stick the same burr in. But I think it's like 4% bigger, but like not actually. It's like more cutting area because you don't have the holes.
True holes. Yep.
So, does that mean it's better? I feel like my opinion after tasting this is this is gonna be like less of everything that this is. That's my guess. That's my initial hunch. But we'll find out. So I don't know. That's my intro of what we're doing.
We don't know what the microns per whatever is on this, do we? This one is 7.5.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll just need to we'll need to guesstimate.
I line this.
Or like it might be on the internet.
PDFs.
Let me look. Okay, here we go. It's on their website.
Almost 4.
Micron.
So a little less than 30 micron trip to lock.
Okay, here we go. This is the thing here.
Oh god.
It's on the spec sheet.
Okay, so this is also 7.5.
So we can get them at equal micron sizes.
The ticks are the same.
Yeah, the ticks should be the same.
Do you know the trip to lock on this?
I don't know. I actually never put it to 0 yesterday.
Is it to 0? Is it gonna chirp on me?
It was pretty close. Yeah. Oh, okay.
What was that click?
That was 0.
Oh, this is the sound of a bird touching another bird. Don't do that.
Yeah, that's 0. Why are you ruining my brand new grinder?
Okay, so this is like very zeroed.
Yeah. So that's
Wow.
pre-calibrated from the factory. That's cool. So I don't need to use the 50 stickers they gave me if needed. Okay, so each micron step is exactly the same based on the tick mark here. So let's set these to the exact same micron and go from there.
Okay,
It might taste
like
terribly.
6.5.
Yeah. And hopefully the camera doesn't overheat, but no guarantees. I needed to actually update the firmware on the camera, and then that would have fixed things.
Back here. Okay. We need another scale.
Oh, yeah, I have another scale. I hope it's charged.
I hope it's a good scale.
The Timimore.
Okay.
I don't know if this is charged. How do I turn this on? God damn, I forgot how to turn this stupid thing on. 1 second, I'm gonna need to give it some juice.
Okay. Do you still have that phone pulled up with the instruction manuals? What I'm trying to check to see is if the RPM numbers are corresponding equally. I don't know if they both hit 1,800 or whatever.
Ah, you see, we have
You have paper.
manuals here. So, let's see. Oh, we got the optional slaps. I don't know if it's listing here, like.
Well, I'm at it. I'm gonna make.
Oh, wait. Hey, they have printed things here. Look at this. Wait, no, what's going on? What did you want? You wanted RPM?
RPMs.
Oh, 1 second. Oh, it doesn't have it on here. But it does tell you, you know what it tells me? It tells me what settings and speeds to use. So if you are using... Oh, this is interesting. No? Okay, they both say speed 6. They say the exact same settings. There is the 98 OM Burr and the 102 OM Burr. And the settings are exactly the same. Let's see.
But are these motors same speed for number dial?
I don't know. Maybe we need to. Okay, 200 to 1700 RPM.
What?
Adjustable RPM 200 to 17. Yeah. So I think that's the boost power. Oh wait. Here, let's look at the FAQ. There is a
200, 1700, 3 is 580. Yep, they're the same.
Where did you see that?
Because I've downloaded both.
Oh, okay, here, right here. Are we looking at the same PDF? Okay. So, PDF, which you guys won't be able to see because I have this black mist filter.
This one has a newer font.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I need to like lower the ISO on this thing. Wait, other way. If this will focus, maybe.
As if this is the only way to show this on the internet.
Yeah. Well, we're on the live stream, so same. That's what P100, and this is 01. They changed the font.
Yeah.
On the thing. Very cool.
Did you already work through the kinks, annoyances, and handling whatnots?
No, sort of. You can give me your more you own this grinder here.
We know on the internet that this is like not so great.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we did talk about this. Okay, so yeah, we talked about this, but we didn't have the grinder to show. This is a huge problem. Is if you're doing espresso and this is an option O dosing funnel, and let's get an S-Works one just to really show this. So if you have the S-Works one, a lot of the nicer ones like the higher end dosing rings, you stick this in, it's pain.
I'm actually so nervous I'm gonna move this out of the
Yeah, let's not drop. Like we've all had that experience of dropping your portafilter, because this one, the challenge with this, like, it doesn't have adjustable forks. So even like on the Cafetech, I can adjust the forks and then problem solved. But yeah, that's annoying. But on 01, the 01 has the new, I guess you can swap it in to really show this. It's got the new thing here. And then that goes in like that. And it fits much better for espresso.
My reaction to this is that this is a tall table. Usually it's going to be like this much lower. And as such, I think instead of seeing where to slot in, you'll have to kind of bend over to see it. Because the fear is that you're going to put metal on metal.
Yeah, so I have had that already with this, where when I'm taking, so this is also pretty strong. Now we got multiple magnets there. When I'm taking this out, I accidentally sometimes run the metal against that. I don't know. I have no idea if this is entertaining, but we wanted to add that in there.
Like, I know a lot of folks got their P100s, and on the first grind, what happened was this thing fell, and it dented the foot. So I made a leather foot for this. Yeah, it slips. There's aftermarket solutions, kind of expensive. Other people have done shrink tubing. I don't like direct to portafilter. I prefer to be able to go into a cup and shake it around and dump it in, to which I found a cup I enjoy. It's Malkonig, so it's good. And that lets me kind of be wild about it.
Yeah.
and I've never had it fall out.
Let me catch up on the chat. Okay, well, I don't know. Let's oh, I think the scale should be done charging.
Already? Wow.
Well, we've given it some juice. Try hard Robert is here. Let's fucking go. Where is Latte Art Harry? I don't know. I gave this scale some juice.
I'm gonna try hard and go rinse these out.
You could preheat.
I don't know. For this, I don't think we need to preheat because...
Well, we're just trying to taste the differences and see if anything is different. So I don't know, what coffee should we use? We're gonna use Larita Honey from Hydrangea Coffee Roasters. I guess you should brew both of these because you're the master at brewing lower dosages.
All right, 10 grams.
Oh. Clearly, 98 millimeter is small. Way to make me feel self-conscious. I gotta look at the chat on here. You want to brew at the same boat at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay, here. Let me see if this has... It doesn't think I'm live. What's going on? It's just being slow. I can't view my own live stream. Oh, there it is. I just got an ad for my own live stream. Come on.
Okay, what are we gonna slow feed or just gonna dump it? Let's just dump it.
Just like dump it in and then push this on button, right? Okay, you're RDTing. Damn, son. Dude,
Oh, yeah,
I didn't even.
I can't afford the ionizer. So
Oh yeah. Oh right, you have to do that on this grinder. In one day I just am like, I have not RDT'd. Oh, and I guess let's turn off the kettle because we have a lot of
Power going
through this.
Is there a catch cup here? Yes, there is.
Yes.
Clean.
Yeah.
Tall cup. Is this centered?
Yes. Yeah, it's hard to tell when you're looking at it from the back. All right.
So I've noticed that a bean can choose to live here. Also, one bean flew off, so I'm gonna put one more in. I personally don't like doing the purge mode. Because of this whole like RPM propaganda.
What do you think about that?
This one's stocky. It's kind of more plasticky, but that's because there's more mass.
Yeah.
Moving, right? Whereas this one is like sharper.
Oh, wait, and this is the
new one.
Neat Clicker V2. Oh, that feels nice. But that's like bigger. Like the metal is bigger. It's like
Yeah.
like
you can
cylinder,
still
half
install this
cylinder.
wrong. If you don't install it with like a rotation on it, the wiper is gonna clog over time. But this I don't think has that issue.
I mean, this feels a little easier. I also had that experience when I was at your place, where the original Neat Clicker, you were hitting it and the grinder was like kind of wibbly wobbly like that. So, anyway, cool. All right.
Is this? It's silent. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's pretend to see if we can tell anything visually. Oh no, we already know this one's gonna taste better because it's green.
True.
Okay, at the mercy of temperature differences. I don't know how to start this thing, Brian. Is it auto start?
No, you have to hit the left. You have to hit the timer side.
However, time, okay. I'm not gonna stir it. Then go. This also is low battery. Give it a 40-second bloom. This is pretty rusted. And I'm just gonna do a 3-pour, 50-50-50.
Okay, we'll plug in the scale.
You can't plug it in and run at the same time, right?
I don't think so.
I don't think we have technology like that yet.
Alright, do I just add it in the title? P100 Rias 01.
What? You didn't set a time?
I can change the title as we go.
Okay, last pour. Brian, say something insightful, please.
I am really curious if well, I don't know if the thing can hear me. Let me go here. I'm really curious about the extraction rate, I guess. As in, one thing that I've noticed with the O1 is it is pretty easy to hit astringency. So I think these extract quite fast. And I'm not sure, it's transparent enough where it's not coloring the brew so much. You know, like this is super colorful where it's like, you can it kind of can fix some of your mistakes and like the aftertaste. Like it'll color the brew. It's not transparent,
correcting?
right? It's like you're gonna taste this presentation of like really interesting silkiness,
it has a characteristic.
Right? There's a characteristic, signature. Right? There's a signature to it. This doesn't have that. It's like equal body and acidity, and then it kind of just like like this, and then it gradually fades away into a nice sweetness. But there's not really that like wow factor. Okay, these are both done. But I'm more of like at the same contact times. Is this like, you know, does that extract faster in any sort of way? And does that mean like you have to dial differently? I mean, that's not, you know.
I have to present this to you in a blind way.
Okay, I'll be blind. I'll go. Okay, or wait. Here, I'll just go to the other. I'll go to the kitchen. Okay. All right. Okay. So we're gonna do a blind taste test of this, and we're gonna figure out. I'm doing a blind taste test. He knows which one's which, and you guys will know which one's which. I don't even. You need to tell them which one's the O1 or which one's P100. I don't know which one's either. Okay. Let's disappear. I could just look at the live stream on my phone.
Shake, shake. Ooh. Oh, I have to remember this somehow.
Cup to spit.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right. So we got the two brews. I guess I'll go and give it. Okay, wait. We gotta plug the scale in. So there's a USB-C cable on that side that we can probably run over here. It's the white one that I use. Yeah, so we can charge the scale while we talk about what things taste like. This thing was being a little finicky on the charging. Okay, anyway. So this is this coffee, so Hydrangea Larita Honey. I really enjoyed this coffee. This is a super, super tasty coffee. And you know, you can now put on the streams, we can put the coffee on the grinder and show people what we're brewing because it's that big.
Yeah.
Oh wow. That is super floral. You know which one's which?
Yeah,
I should
very hard
should I not change the order?
Yeah.
I didn't change the order.
In fact, if you had tape and stuff, that'd be great.
Oh, did I? Oh, I did move it. Yeah. Do you want to tape or just like take one of your little things off of the coffee grinder. I mean, off of these bags.
Okay,
And just
double tape this guy.
Okay. Yeah, just tape one of these so we remember which one's which.
Okay, go away.
Okay, all right, I'll go away. Or like you don't need to write anything. You just be like, this
Yeah.
one is that one. There's a pen for you to write on.
Nah. Okay. Okay, come back.
Okay. I'm back. Okay. Just don't look at the bottom,
Just
right?
look at the bottom.
Okay. Oh. I'd say one smells slightly more fragrant. But, I mean, that's really the coffee carrying the story here. Wow. I mean, that's super tasty. Okay. Okay, I have some initial thoughts. Let me give this another sip and see. There's definitely okay. Let me give another sip and we'll see. Also, I hope the camera doesn't overheat. We have an overheating symbol, maybe. I don't know. No, it's not. Or is that SD card? I can't tell. Okay. So.
These are not mine, so.
Okay, I don't know which one's which.
This is that.
Okay. Well, I think I haven't looked at the bottom of it. I could also be totally wrong. There's but these taste pretty damn similar. They taste really similar. The only thing that I'll say that I think there might be so this one here I think is 01, the one with the tape. I could be wrong. But I'll tell you why and then we can reveal. So, I think this has there's like slightly more intensity of acidity, but I get a lot of more astringency. Like this tastes like it's like pushed a little too hard. Like there's something going on in this aftertaste that I'm not the biggest fan of versus this. Or maybe just brewed this one better. But they taste like that's like crazy nitpick because these taste
Like,
they taste like 90.
The booze.
Yeah, or the brew's bad.
But it's.
They taste so similar, man.
Right? Like, this could have had a larger imparting of flavor.
Yeah, than the actual Burrs. But I think you probably brewed things within reason, right? So, but I mean, both are really good. Like both the brew, like these Burrs taste really good. But if I'm like nitpicky, I feel this might be, I don't know. I'll reveal it myself. What is that? Or like
The tape is this one.
the tape is that one.
There's
Interesting.
tape.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of where could we have messed up. This one is clean because I just installed these burrs and aligned it. That one, I don't know if we're imparting flavors from it.
Yeah. So my guess was like what I went with that direction of guess because I feel like these burrs extract really fast, and in my mind, if you have more cutting area, it should be even faster. So that was my guess was like we pushed this coffee too hard. We have that like I don't like the aftertaste of this on this one, that versus that. But if I didn't have both of these side by side, I would be very happy with either of these brews. And then comparing the two brews, it's the same style where there is a split second. Well, this is how I feel about the Mizens because he hasn't tasted these ones. And actually never heard his opinions.
I happened
on
to meet
Mizens.
us.
Oh yeah, but now we
Yeah.
next to each other. My opinion of the Mizens, and this happened even on both of these, is there's a split second delay, like a half. I wanted to say like now 0.25 second delay,
Okay.
and then it's sweet, and there's kind of a build up, and then you get the acidity, and then like the texture and acidity are both up here, and then they kind of like linearly exit.
Sure.
But the linger is really long on both of these, and then it kind of goes into like some more like rounder sweetness. Just this one, I guess, like now this brew, this one felt a little rougher. There's a little more weirdness going, like the finish wasn't as clean as this one, but the style was exactly the same.
This is a very troublesome thing. We're starting to talk not just about like how intense it is, or like is it sweet or acidic and whatnot, but the timing, right? Like I had this with another two Burr sets that were very similar, claimed to be the same, but to me the difference was that one kicked in about a second faster for that peak.
So like maybe this feels a little faster, but like I could not tell. Like where I could tell is, so this to me is like a very distinctive flavor profile of a lot of Chinese style Burrs. So of the like 6 or 7 different Chinesium Burrs we've tasted in many of these grinders behind us and elsewhere, there is that delay before buildup of acidity. And when there's that delay, it's really sweet. And this, to me, when I tasted this yesterday, was like the best presentation of that style, of like this really sweet and comforting style of brew. It just, that delay was much faster in terms of kick up and build up on this one than any of the other grinders I've tasted until this one. And I think we need to taste some more, or like, now we know which one's which. So this one is 01 and this one is this one. So I got it wrong, right? That's how dude, that's how similar these are.
Something really different.
Yeah, like what are we looking for?
Something that's not floral.
Do we want to brew a pretty normal?
No, not normal. No, not normal.
Not normal?
Funky.
Funky? I want to just keep brewing Naruk. I have an entire other box of Naruk also.
Let's do it.
So this is the same coffee we were brewing yesterday, or I had a really great brew of it yesterday, and we'll also pull some shots later, but...
I'm gonna dump it into that. Okay, you dose. I'm gonna clean.
Alright. Yeah. I mean, now that I know which one's which, but, even actually knowing which one's which, they still taste so similar. Like, I don't know. I'm like, I was like really reaching there. I was like, oh yeah, I think this has slightly more intensity and astringency. But maybe what I was perceiving different was kind of the kick up of where that acidity kicks in. But let's brew on a different coffee. Let me see how much I have of this stuff. Oh yeah, how much are you brewing? 10? 10s? Okay.
This is a what process?
This is a double thermal shock anaerobic, and then Naruk. This one we should be able to tell. I think this is like a strawberry mochi coffee. 10-1. I'll just do 10-1. I also feel like the retention of this grinder is lower.
I would hope so. What I'm actually unsure about is, with all that RPMs do, and the greater, circumference speed, because the RPMs that are listed here are just the motor, right? It's not the actual tippy tip speed. Mm-hmm. So that is technically spinning faster.
Oh, right, because it's bigger, right?
Is that what we're tasting? I really hope not. That'd be so annoying.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go and rinse these out.
I'm gonna grind and definitely not mess up.
I should catch up on chat too. It's like, dude, they're so damn similar. Oh,
That's like very scary. So I don't think decibel tests are very useful, but this is one that if it's running in the house, you might be able to tell. But this one is a little whinier. This one screams.
Also, you have a kettle running.
Oh yeah, that's imparting whatnots. I don't know about this one, but on this one, if you hold one of these buttons for 10 seconds, you can recalibrate the time at which point the auto purge kicks in. But again, it's not something I use. 3. Brian, I lost a bean, so they're gonna taste different.
Oh no, the bean fell in there.
Yeah.
I put 10.1. That's weird. You're getting popcorny on this grinder?
It slides in and out.
Oh, maybe you're just pouring it too fast.
Yeah.
EG1 moment, dude. Because like I just pour the grinder. I just pour all the beans in and I just run it. I haven't done that.
Or you cold start.
I cold start because I heard you're allowed to do that nowadays on grinders. So
we'll keep the B60s on it.
yes, and this should be charging. I'm gonna catch up on the chat and we'll talk to people.
I'll keep trying hard.
I think we might be able to tell the difference in espresso. I think like espresso you might be able to tell.
I don't remember where the espresso setting is on this. You did espresso with this yesterday, right?
Yes.
Do you know what the number is? It should map.
Like 1.1 or like 1.2, but I'm using like dumb fast burrs. I mean baskets. All right, guys, I'm gonna catch up on the chat. What have people been saying? What's the TLDR so far? Can someone make me feel better about my P100?
Same.
They're very similar. We got to taste some more and see. So I think maybe we'll do espresso after this.
Sure.
But in filter, like I got it wrong. Like I was tasting something, I was like, oh, I think these are properties of this, as in like, oh, we were pushing the coffee too hard, but I was wrong. And then tasting it side by side, I'm like, dude, they're like 90.
You think this is sample variance? But this one looks chaffier up here.
I think it's just how I think it's the ionizer in here doing stuff. Like pushing.
I don't know how to show this, but
yeah,
there's more visible chaff here.
Yeah, more visible chaff in this. Is that something we're going to be able to taste? We'll see.
I'm going to blow it up.
Yeah. Okay, so for anyone asking, we literally we have 98 Mizen in here and 102 Mizen in here. So it's the same. They taste so damn similar. That's all what I'll say. Is like right now, initial first brew we just did tastes super similar. We also can only brew so much because it's hella late at night. But yeah. We might be able to tell in espresso that there will be some sort of difference, but I doubt it. I mean, maybe. I think like that would be where you could tell differences, because espresso is really hard to do. You know, I can watch you brew. I don't need to know.
You talk to people.
Yeah, I can talk to the people while this guy brews
They
here.
want to hear your voice.
102 better than 120 SSP, so bigger, not always better. It says Brandon. Did you sell that grinder? I don't know.
120?
Did he sell that grinder?
I hope so.
That grinder was a behemoth. It was like SSP. If you liked SSP HU, if you like 98 HUs, the 120 SSPs in the oh my god, I can't remember the name. It's made in Taiwan. Molar Z, not the Molar X. Tastes quite similar. maybe like slightly clearer, but personally not the biggest fan of HU flavor profile. 98 HU, not we can do the 64 HU, which I'm also not a big fan of. So I guess that works for both things. It was like harsh plus, I guess. Harsh plus. SSP harsh. I think Lance's P100 review made a bunch of people afraid of it, which is really lame. I mean, I have no idea nowadays. I feel like a lot of people who are looking to buy one of these grinders are pretty dead set in what they want. And any sort of review doesn't impact that too much. And also, I think a lot of people who own these grinders were hella coping. They're like pretty triggered by
I have 2
things. Yeah, you have 2. I mean, but it's like, but then like most other people I know, it's like, oh, well, you know, whatever. It makes great coffee. I don't care about specific things that people say on the internet about this. Like, you don't need. It's interesting. People who buy these grinders, I feel like half the crowd does not need validation that their purchase is correct, and the other half is like really into getting validation. Like, oh, I made a good purchase decision. It's like, just use the thing, and if you like it, you like it, right? It's not going to. It's like that was what one other guy that same guy was saying that he was like, I like the coffee makes out of it, so I don't really care what people think.
There's a strange expectation that when you hit a certain price point, 3,000 or 4,000, that everything is going to be perfect, right? But that's just because that's the price point on the upper end we know of.
Yeah.
But it's like still manufacturing tolerances. I have an EG1. I know all of its foibles. I don't think it's a perfect grinder. But when you tell someone else that, they might be like, oh, yeah, you have to justify my purchase.
Right, yeah. I mean, the difference is like, are you doing this for fun? Are you using this for specific things like in service, or you want a specific flavor profile? I think for fun, it's, if you start really getting in there and like doubting the fact that you spent money on one of these, then it's not fun anymore. But like, everything has flaws, right? But that's why we all end up with multiple grinders, for better or worse. But anyway, we're going to keep tasting, and we'll see. I'm going to step away. So I'm not going to touch the bottom of the cup, so you don't need to move the tape.
Yeah.
I also need to change the stream tile because people keep asking what burrs are in each.
Oh, okay, you can come back and drink now.
Okay.
But it's also hot.
Okay, hold on. Let me change the stream tile because people are confused. They're like, which burrs are in which?
With the benefit of knowing what's what, I'm just gonna go for it.
Okay, so I added it in the title, but I don't know if anybody keeps if people look at the title because the title's really long. But maybe I should just add a piece of text on the stream that says this has 98 Mizen and this has 102 blind Mizen.
There's too many names.
There are too many names now. But anyway, what we just want to do is is there any difference, right? Like, can you taste that 4mm size difference, which equates to many percentages of surface area of grinding difference?
The answer is always surface area.
Yeah, so it's like, we don't know anymore. Dude, this coffee smells great. I mean, I think this is your style.
Yeah.
So, this coffee. Boom. Oh. Wow. I mean, okay, so aromatics, comparing the two. You can, that's how big, you can fit a whole box of coffee in here. It smells very similar. This is a pretty processed coffee. This is a Wilton Benitez coffee. Huh.
You know how there's like these videos of blind tests and like, oh, I got one wrong. Maybe your goal today is to get them all wrong.
Yeah, and if I get them all wrong, then conclude they're can't tell the difference. Dude, oh my god, these taste so similar. I actually am having a very difficult time picking out the differences.
Finding meaningful words.
Yeah,
say,
right.
A little bit more this way.
Little, yeah, like there is, yeah. I'm like,
I know which one's which, and I can't tell.
I'll have a 50% chance of getting it right. So I still taste. Well, let me do it again. Let me taste it one more time and then make a statement. So I still taste a slight difference in the aftertaste, but it's like I want to say one is harsher, like slightly more, not as clean. And that's the one that I like after tasting that first one side by side. I was like, that was what I was picking out difference, and that's what I think was 98 versus 102. But even then, I think what I'm tasting there could just have been, oh, you poured the water slightly faster on one side than the other. I think this one here is this one. I'm wrong again. Jesus. Yeah. So, but
Wait, so to recap, you're saying that which one is what?
Oh, I think this one is this one.
You stated a difference, and you're saying.
I thought there was like it's like because the brew we just had before had this like slight weirdness in the aftertaste. I thought that was introduced. Well, like I got that one wrong. I thought that was this one at the first time, and then it turned out it was this one, and then now I'm tasting something quite similar in this, and I was like, oh, I think that is this. But I mean, aside from that, the rest of the properties of the brew are literally the same. The same buildup, virtually. I mean, like exactly the same terms, presentation of acidity. Even I would say intensity and where it appears on your palate. And even the aftertaste. So I think what I'm actually tasting is just variances in the brew. Like that is just a variance in brew then at that point. Because this one is, yeah, okay. So this one is 01. I mean, both of these have tasted, this is real, like these are really great brews. Both, like, this is the nitpick here.
I taste a difference in these.
What do you taste?
For both of them, I get a citrusy orange layer first.
Okay.
And then it finishes into a strawberry. On this one, the what word to use? The citrus part is rounder, so like a juicier, more synthetic, like that thermal shock is coming through.
Okay.
And the strawberry is a little bit weaker, whereas this one is the flip side, where weaker orange, but I'm getting more of a stronger finish.
I see.
So like
Yeah.
different curve.
I see. Maybe you're just better at tasting these goofy coffees than I am.
But a difference stated does not mean it's like very meaningful, right?
It's not, yeah. Oh, let me now taste it again. Now I know which one's which. So this one, the marked one is...
Tape is
this one. Okay, so let's try this again. Now we know. See if we can, even knowing, can we meaningfully say there's a difference? I still feel like the answer is no, not really. But this is also filter brewing, right? I got a lot of that root processing in this.
The difference that I am finding is not something that's like captured by more or less clarity.
Okay. So I do see what you're saying, but also that is not a meaningful difference.
It is not. Like, say 85 points of clarity at the beginning and 83 at the end. I would flip it on the other side. 83 at the start, 85 at the end. Total same.
Like the peakiness is, they're so similar. Like I'm talking like, I don't know, like
we
80.
are wasting people's time talking about
Yeah,
it.
like this
we're going to keep talking about it.
It's the same, yeah. These are so similar in filter. I mean, maybe an espresso. Let's try espresso.
Okay, it's
let's try
espresso time.
espresso and
It's
see.
gonna be so different
right?
now.
But like, yeah. I mean, I'm surprised. I got it mixed up again. I hope this doesn't surprise anyone. Like, oh my god.
Oh, I'm turning it the wrong way. Ha 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 ha.
So I do see what you mean with it's like towards the very end. Like as it's exiting, I want to say this is slightly higher. But like I mean, I would so first of all, you can only do this if you literally have these both side by side and you spend the time to do this and you're like, "Oh, that's different." But like if I had this brew by itself in either of these, I'd be super damn happy. Like it's good. This is good. Now I do want to give some thoughts on just the filter performance of 98 Mizen, just like in itself. It doesn't wow me. It's everything is good, right? Like I'm talking 9 out of 10s across the board. I would also classify something like the Flatmax giving me, the Shurikens LM giving me 9 out of 10s across the board. But when I taste this, there's no like wow factor. There's no like, oh wow, it did X, Y, and Z thing. This just makes everything taste good. Like I just say, oh, it's good. You know, it's good.
Transparent.
It's transparent. It's good. But there's no like, you know, that additional interesting thing that is happening in the cup, as in, oh my god, these Burrs are doing something to the coffee. And, you know, I don't think that's what they were going for, right? I don't think that's what Optional, like, my understanding of Mizen is let's give you really good results across the board. To me, when I hear that, that's like balance. Like, these are, to me, are quite balanced. I mean, both of these, I can use the same exact words on both of these grinders at this point. Very balanced and really nice sweet finish. There's a lot of sweetness out of these Burrs. A lot of sweetness out of these Burrs. And it's really like emphasizing sweetness of the coffee, not necessarily imparting sweetness from like the Burr is like lab sweets or even Shurikens at times impart some sort of color and in which you can perceive as sweetness. But yeah, I don't really think, like, to me, you know, I'm not wowed, at least in the context of Burrs that I have tasted. Like, I think this doesn't have that additional wow factor at this price point. Well, you know, if I don't even look at price points, all right, let's throw away price points. Let's say Burr size, right? What are the wow factor Burrs that exist in like 98?
I feel very similar with the Weber cores.
Yes, exactly.
Right, like on one hand you could say it's boring, but on the other hand it doesn't have a straight out weakness.
Yeah, there's like no problem.
Yeah.
With
like,
this.
Is it a fault that there's no standout feature, no signature, no?
No, I don't think so. Absolutely no. No, I don't think that's a bad thing at all. Right? Like, you can take any coffee in here and get a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
And in any category, like texture, body, you know, texture, that acidity, sweetness, transparency on any, and like, it's great. But, you know, it's just like, what is your goal with this, right?
Yeah.
Like, to me, this was the grinder I want to pair with this, because this has that wow factor for me. And then this is like, I just want a really good filter performance across the board. I don't actually care too much about ultra transparency Burrs in filter.
It's a very different experience from SSPs, right?
Right, yes.
They all have this signature on it, for better or worse.
Yeah, and people like that. A lot of people really like that.
We tricked ourselves into liking it.
A lot of people really like 98 SSP sharpness, I would say, or I would say like crispiness, like detail, like the acidity is so crispy and you can, but it's like, is that enjoyable, right? To a lot of people, I really enjoy that, specifically out of the 98 brews. But, you know, is that something that I want to drink every single day? Not necessarily. I would prefer more like softer acidity, which is what like these two are giving me, even though they're also very like up there.
Yeah, with sharp stuff like 98 brews, 98 HU, 64 MPs, I'm more conscious of what beans I want to run through it.
Absolutely. And yeah, but like back to my point, like if we look at 98, what are the wow factor Burrs? My wow factor Burrs in my mind, 98 brew, 98 brew Titus coated, if you want to count that as another brew. 98 LU is very impressive to me, as in like wow, this is interesting. They're quite similar.
As enthusiasts, you kind of want a wild ride, right? Like car
Right.
people want that car
Yeah,
that goes
yeah.
impractically fast, but sometimes you want something that is good for daily driving too.
Right. So like this is like literally this profile is literally like the best daily driver profile that I think it's fantastic. But yeah, I also think Shurikens give me that wow factor, right? And
What if
like
these are really bad for Spro? Let's find out.
well, yeah, let's make some Spro and then we'll wrap up because it is late. Okay, guys, we can't drink all the coffee in the world because we stream at like 7 to 10 p.m., which is not the smartest thing in the world. Let's see if we upset anybody with the things that we said or if everyone agreed with us. But yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised at all that I got both of these wrong and that I'm like, these taste quite similar.
Let's keep it up. Let's keep getting it wrong.
Yeah, well, if we keep getting it wrong, then that shows you like, hey, it doesn't make that big of a difference. So I was running Extractamundo Dos, and I was getting some pulsation, but we can grind at like 1.2.
1.2? Okay.
I think 1.2 is good. At the same RPM.
We got so engaged that we forgot to charge this thing.
I mean, we're doing Spro now, so the decent will do everything for us. All right, so I'm at 1.2. I'm gonna pull these shots are gonna be like 1.3s, soup shots with the Wafo waffle
What are you gonna
spirit. Do we want to do like a still interesting coffee, or do we want to do like a more like
Let's
easier
do
to?
2 rounds, 1 clean thing, 1 funky thing.
Okay. All right. Let me go find a coffee. I mean, you could do. So this coffee is really normal. It's like a little.
Normal.
It's a very normal coffee.
Honduras. Oh no, Brian, this bag is closed, so we can't open. Not.
No, I opened it today.
Roasted December 4th.
Oh wait, I have some other choices. We have Pepe. We have Donche. You want to do Donche's a fucking amazing coffee.
Okay.
We do Flower Child Donche.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. This coffee. Here, I'll show it.
This is like 30.
Whoa. This coffee's great.
That's not.
The clicking sound was not the burst touching. You need to re-zero after seasoning. They have a video for it. Oh no.
Oh, that's a question that I've seen get asked like daily. How do you re-zero the birds? But nobody provides an answer.
There's a video on it.
Oh, so this is all off. This is all meaningless.
No.
Wow, these 3D prints are same weight. Good job, Kimoy.
I can send it to you on Discord. Yeah, I think we will.
You can't really blind these, by the way, because there's the
Do I have the same
basket.
Do I have a duplicate of this basket? I do.
Wow.
I actually do.
SOE spirit. SOE spirit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, here. Let's just stick it in this portafilter. Yeah, literally can. We can. Let me rinse these portafilters.
Let's clean them.
I can duplicate shot.
Yes. Does the decent fit these?
Sorry, what?
You can fit these things under the. Yes, you can. Never mind. I'm gonna drink the rest of this Moonwake Nuruk.
You're gonna drink it?
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't log anymore, so I can afford to.
Oh yeah. There's a really cool. I have to link that Instagram post in the chat, so I'm gonna do that. This man's you're fucking insane.
Oh man.
All right, I'm gonna link this Instagram post in the chat. You guys should read this. What was your favorite coffee? I didn't get.
I'm avoiding talking about my favorite coffees.
So how many coffees did you log?
1,381. You gave me 75.
Oh, nice. I'm glad I didn't give you more. Oh my god, TR beat me by... Well, okay, to be fair, did TR give you his roasts?
No, it was the advent calendars.
Oh, dude, that's... God damn
That's
it.
cheating.
It's cheating.
That's so
cheating.
wise.
That's... God damn it. Dude, oh, we have those advent calendars here, by the way.
No more advent calendars.
We have the advent I need to do the advent calendar video. I need to do the advent calendar video.
Is that what it looked like? Oh.
Yeah. I have all of them. And I need to do a video on the advent calendars, like who had the best boxes. Maybe and TR did put coffee in here, so we can taste.
You are
taste
missing
them.
the...
What am I missing?
Cafe box. I'll bring it.
Okay, I'll take cafe box. Oh, right, and then there's all this other shit. Look at this. Look at this. There's more. Whoa.
I just finished all those.
I only had one advent calendar coffee today, this year, last year, and it was pretty miserable. So who knows? But I have to log, I don't need to log. I just need to make some videos on these.
Do we have to do straight to portafilter?
No, do whatever. Do you want DF cash cups?
Nah. 1, 2. $2. So far back. 1.
That should be on 1,
it's
2
reverse.
already.
I see.
That should already be set.
RDT. So the same static whatnot happens. Grind at 5. And definitely hope this is all still valid.
I mean, you just run some coffee there just to double check.
Oh, no, as in, I don't actually know what the zero situation is on this. This feels slow to come back up, but that's because the springiness on this is so aggressive. Haptics are important. All right, here we go.
I'm looking for a visualizer, extract image of trace on this.
Brian is doing something with the decent. These are both gonna hang out here. Clumpiness. Let's talk about clumpiness. They're both got little asteroids. It's about even. There's not clearly one is so much cleaner than the other. We're gonna have to WDT both of these. Where is your WDT?
It's over here. You need to prep the espresso here.
Oh.
I'm sorry. You need to bring that. Okay, so one of us can entertain on camera while
I don't know how to use a decent.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. You could have ground directly into the portfolio. Okay, so look at this. This is kind of nice. Or what? Should I do it with a dosing cup?
Yes.
Does that fit? So if I do this, I have. Oh, not bad. I don't know if that saw. I don't know if the camera saw.
But it's not because it's slotted, right? It just...
No, it just fits.
Yeah. Okay. The vastness of the space up here is a little jarring compared to the P100, which has a tiny entrance. But if I do this, maybe it's fine. But I don't have a anti-popcorn. There's nothing to bend here. Whereas this guy, like several other grinders, you could get a bean sitting on here, so you may choose to bend the plate. I kind of like that this is removable. But here is an all-in-one solution. I drop beans too hard, so it comes back out sometimes.
Do you have the other portafilter prepped?
Perhaps no.
Oh, yeah. Oh, geez.
How are you gonna
How the
remember?
hell am I gonna do this? Oh,
Okay.
this is this.
Yeah.
Okay,
They'll remember.
Okay, stream. Remember, like, this portafilter is this one. I
haven't spent too much time in front of this grinder, but on my reaction to seeing all these photos of it and touching it a couple times, I think I prefer knowing where the buttons are without working around it. Right, like this again is up higher than normal people's tables, and it's such that the way you glance down on it, you can't see where the buttons are. Whereas I know where this level is because this thing sticks out. Nitpick details, but you get to feel around for this. What else is there? Here's something insightful. The button types are the same, so the one that juts out is the purge. The one behind, the lesser accessible one, is the standard. I'm a little annoyed, but I understand why the numbers are opposite because of how the screw mechanism exists. I don't know how easy... Brian, have you tried taking this thing off? The whole upper assembly?
I didn't buy a grinder to take it apart, man, like some of these guys. Okay, I am going to pull 2 shots. How about I have to, or do you want to do it blind? Or do you
I will do it blind.
You want to do it blind? Okay.
At least this one. And I'll watch you from here to remember how to use it decent.
Which RPM knob do you like better? Asks Harry.
Oh. Are they the same part?
No.
They are not the
they're
same
not.
part. Mine, the P100 feels more dampened. I don't know. This one is less resistance.
Wait, actually, here, how do I mark this? I'm gonna mark this. I feel like I'm gonna forget which one's which.
This one feels better dampened or lubricated. Does mine have a set screw? Yes, it does.
Oh, I have tape here.
I'm gonna rinse this out.
All right, I'm pulling espresso, so we're gonna get that ready.
Yep.
I'm just gonna say taped carafe here is
All right, I'm supposed to not wash.
the 01. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna pull both shots and I'm gonna pour it into cups and then you can taste. Oh, we should get two of the whiskey glasses. There's another whiskey glass over there. Okay.
I'm gonna put these cups here. And you said you're doing extractamundo dos?
Yeah.
Which is what?
I don't know anymore. I also think we ground way too fine.
For this Ethiopian?
What coffee did we pull again?
Danche.
Oh, yeah. It might taste bad. YOLO, we'll see. You should be able to tell.
Okay, that's very important,
Yeah.
right? Like how accommodating. How much can you salvage bad technique? Certain burrs, not so much. Ugh.
The second one we did was...
The second one I handed you is this one.
Okay. I'm just like, this first portafilter...
Is there a difference in extraction times?
Oh, there might be. Let's find
Oh.
out. I don't think so. They're both gonna take a while. Oh, ground way too fine on the O1.
Both.
Both ground a little too fine. Oh my god, this coffee smells great.
Extraction whatnot? Wait, don't tell me that's priming. Say Danche, or Flower Child Danche.
Flower Child Dache.
There's say here. Willisho and Vega, 1950 to 2200 MASLs, fully washed. I didn't know Flower Child had a sticker on their bags.
Yeah, it's new.
Oh.
Alright. Wait, I should have marked the cup, not the craft. Why would I mark the craft? Hold on. The first shot I pulled was Donche. Wait, first shot I pulled was 01. Okay, here. I have a way to do this. Alright, tape is 01, which you can clearly see through in a clear glass.
Tape both and put like a dot on one.
Yeah. That is what I'm gonna do. Alright. Wipe this off. This tape is not sticking. Okay, well, anyway, I'll mark this. All right, we got the Spro here. I feel like these are both going to actually taste pretty good. All right. I don't even know which one's which.
What?
Wait, one's Martin. No.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, you can taste. They both pulled a little longer than I'd like.
I need water.
Oh, I should have got some sparkling water.
Okay, these taste like they ran long.
Yes, they both ran long. So which one's better or worse when they both run long?
Brian, you have to be here so I can speak to somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one,
What do you taste?
I don't know what this is. I get a more forward berry presentation,
Okay.
but also a herbal zestiness that is in the profile I don't necessarily enjoy.
Yeah.
So,
Wash coffee.
don't tell me because I haven't seen it. Whereas this one, I can find those same things. It's a little flatter.
Mm-hmm.
And this one has a finish I like less than this one, but it is because this one doesn't have such a pronounced finish.
Okay. Do you have a guess?
I don't know. Let's do this so I can be wrong, please.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So this is a 1.
Damn.
You had a 50% chance.
Okay, but it's
Oh wait, here, I'll just drink from this side since I know this is a 1.
I'm gonna put the caveat that it's only because we're looking for this information that I'm forcibly saying stuff. I don't care.
Let's pull one more shot, but
Yeah.
way coarser. Like both. This needs to be even coarse. It's like probably 2 ticks coarser than that one.
Oh, there's a time difference?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Interesting. So this one was fine?
They're both too fine.
They're both too
they're
fine.
both like 50-second long shots.
So I'm putting this one to 1.5.
They're like 1.5, and then this one
1.7.
Yeah, it should be like 1.7. So, regardless, how they both handle over like grinding way too fine.
And
I don't know.
Also to note is that like I'm not a clean freak, right? Like, this is
I'm a
not
clean
the profile
freak, yeah.
that I enjoy.
Yeah. So let me taste this again. So I know this is 01. We also have more, but this is also not like this is if you grind too fine, what happens?
Yeah. How does it recover from that failure?
I still think the okay, so on espresso, really far back on 01. I think these are this. I mean, whatever.
I'm just gonna drink more.
Tape should be tape is 98. So I do think there's a little more retronasal, it feels like super far back, like way in the back of my palate on espresso for this in terms of where the acidity is, but both handle this you messed up, you ground too fine thing very similarly. I definitely can taste like the Burrs are trying to like do something here. Where it's really minimizing a lot of that harshness. But both of these are pretty rough, as in we grind way too fine. I think the 98's a little more passable in this sense.
Yeah.
This ran a little, like maybe 4 or 5 more seconds longer.
The linger is longer on this, and that retronasalness that
Yeah.
I don't like as a result of how we pulled it. This one goes away faster. So
Yeah, I like that long retro, because like that to me. So there is that's like a wow factor thing to me, because like the Flat Max doesn't do that retro nasal effect, which is like whoa, it's all the way like the espresso, the acidity, the notes are so far back on your palate that it's like getting up into here.
That's like a high low low thing where like if
Yeah.
it's good, like great, but when it's less good.
So I think on espresso this is much more interesting.
Yeah.
Than
But again,
filter.
that's 'cause we messed up, not
But
because
right, not that any of these are bad. So let's try again. Do we want to pull Manhattan?
Manhattan what?
I have espresso roast with Manhattan.
What's the thing? Oh, I've never
I have-
ordered that, so I didn't.
Yeah, I
even
know.
realize
No,
it was
so I have
an
Nestor Lasso.
Yes.
I have Sweet Valley. I
Don't know
have
what that is.
Vianney.
That's a color.
These are normal coffees, and then I have another more.
Nestor.
All right, let's do Nestor. This is the espresso roast too, so this is more developed. Let me check the chat and see. Let me also clean this up.
Yeah, I'll dose.
Yep.
This is a one.
But there's
coffee
still,
spill.
yeah, it's just what I'm my spit cup.
What was? There's no date. December 20th. That's okay.
Yeah, this should be, ready. Oops. And I need to clean up the port filters.
Portafilters are over there.
Yeah, I gotta clean those guys up.
This is a distributed bar setup. Washed Typica Mejorada. Oh, okay. Oh, this is a final generation of this bag, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I maybe I should like clickbait this YouTube title. Be like, well, I mean, it's not even clickbait. Be like,
I'm not good at clickbait.
P100 versus 01.
What did you call it?
I called it option. I just made it optional Lagom P100 versus Lagom 01, and then I kept it the same. I didn't. Okay, I'm not a clickbaiter, dude. I don't know what I'm doing. Also, the streams, I don't really care. I'm just like, I'm here to entertain. We're here to create memes. I gotta rinse these guys out. I guess you can grind into, or you can grind these. I'm gonna go and rinse these.
Hey, a little bit came out. What I should do is I don't know what you call it, but that thing that happens after a couple minutes after you grind where that last amount comes out, that is happening. Let's see if it's already happened here. Yeah.
Is it worse on P100? Oh, interesting.
It exists.
It exists, yes. So, still some amount.
RDT.
How seasoned are the Mizens in the P100?
At least 10 pounds.
Okay.
I've had a lot of junk roasts to get rid of. Where are you? There's one.
Okay. Ooh, that smells nice. Raspberry, rose, and shortbread. Dude, I have so much struggles figuring out.
Malkinec cup, please.
Oh.
I've tried a lot of cups onto these forks, and the Malkinegs are just the best cup for it.
Let's wipe this guy out.
Every once in a while, I'll go to a Korean restaurant. Same cup, no logo.
I'm gonna pull one shot. Okay, I'm gonna pull 01 into the pear carafe. So just remember, it's in this carafe.
I'm not gonna remember that, but
Okay, if you can remember this, we are pulling 01 in this carafe. Oh, or do you want to do this? I'll prep the pucks.
okay.
I'll prep the pucks. So this is 01. Here. Okay, I got this.
Dry
Or
aroma.
I guess you can, or I can prep. Okay, so 01. Oh, here, I'll just use. Okay, 01 has the option of portafilter or thingy
Funnel.
funnel.
I feel like people are gonna have a bad habit of sticking things behind it because there's a lot of flat space here. You can do like this. There are dosing trays. Hell, you can even put it into here. But like that's not, I guess you could do that.
Okay, Flare 58 is 01, the portafilter, and then the decent portafilter is P100. Or I don't know. You wanna pull these shots.
I'm nodding like I remember.
Do
Decent is P100.
Yes. No.
What?
No, decent is 01.
Decent is 01. Okay.
And if we can't tell the difference, then
I need to bring stuff to
yes, to pull the shots. Just some of the pucks aren't going to look the most pretty. Yeah, you can mark the difference. Okay, so the one on the left is 01.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna get some espresso pulled, and we're gonna see if we can tell any more differences at a much coarser grind size. Make sure that Akaya is turned on.
The Akaya is on.
Okay, and that should sync the weight.
I'm gonna press which one?
The button towards you. The middle.
Oh, okay.
No, towards you.
Button.
Yeah, there's like a button. Yeah, at the top. There you go. I can literally watch you pull the shots, and then I just need to go to the other room. Pulling the shots, and then we'll give it a taste, and then we'll wrap up.
I've been watching too many roasting curves, so this
looks like a roasting curve.
Nonsense. And I can go back to the back, right?
Yes. I actually wonder if the mic can pick up the decent. Because this microphone's set to cover this pattern, but I also feel like the decent sound goes like everywhere. So you guys hear it.
Different.
Is it similar?
No.
How far off is
You
it?
can look through the visualizer, 'cause I don't.
Oh, here, I'll look at the visualizer.
do that.
We should still taste them. I bet you they're like. Ooh.
There's a right direction where they should be going, and I'm not sure if it went that way.
Interesting. One is
One's
much
finer.
faster. Yeah.
Which is weird because I think that is the one that is the faster one is finer.
Maybe a terrible puck prep by yours truly.
Oh.
I don't know. That's the problem with espresso, man. It's like comparative tasting an espresso feels like more work at times.
Pretend to turn around.
Yeah, we can hear the decent. Goddamn.
Oh no, this is the part where it matters. Where I have to do a tape thing. Oh, are these the... Yes.
The tape with the dash on it was I used for something, so you can use that. Oh, I can't look at the chat. I can't see.
Oh my gosh, this cup hydroplaned.
Oh wait, really?
Okay.
Okay. Our espresso is getting closer. We can grind. We can do one more.
Yeah, sure.
I'm curious.
I've got stamina.
All right. We can do one more. That's closer. As long as we remember one and we match contact time closer, slightly closer. Ooh. That's really good. Both of these are good.
Kind of perfumey.
Very perfumey, yeah.
You're gonna see some fluffy ass crap. It's like when you're in a luxury store that also sells scents and aromas, and you step a little too hard on their carpet, and like, oh, it's got some scent there.
I might be wrong about this.
I'm gonna get waters.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe I'm wrong about the. This is where like I was like, whoa, that's coffee's pretty impressive. Okay, thank you. So I think this one is 01, but I'll start off with one. I think there's more retronasal effect going on. I think what I'm looking for is like what makes this Burr set unique. Like if I can talk about it, right? Like what is that? I'm looking for that wow factor. In filter, I can't really find the wow factor, but in espresso, I think that retronasal thing is the thing I am gonna say is interesting. All right, I think this is 01. Am I wrong? Well, I don't know. What did you mark? Is marking?
Tape is tape.
Yeah, okay. I was right about that. Good. Oh.
Great. It's inconclusive.
No, but no. But like, that, because after, I think, actually, I'm like, I could have you also taste Shuriken. Because I think like Shuriken, like, I think that's the most difference. If you want
to redo the stream where we have the repulse.
Yeah, we redo everything.
The triangulation.
You do triangulation of everything. No, okay. Well, so the reason why I thought it was 01 was because there's that retro, like super push back. I think that's that's interesting because I feel like in other Burr sets there isn't this drastic of a difference on where the acidity is concentrated on your tongue. But maybe also, like, most of the time I'm drinking Shuriken, so I don't know anymore. In this, I would have expected the acidity to be, or all the notes, all the intensity to be concentrated also really far back in my palate. It's actually not. This seems to be more like coating, like round, like everywhere. This seems to, the 01 on espresso has that really intense and like my far back palate like towards the like that's what I'm getting at retronasal effect because it's so far back here that it's getting up into your nose and everything. And
there's linger and then there's a part where you're breathing it for a few seconds.
Yes.
And that can be a bad thing too.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting in your throat, it's getting in everywhere. Yeah. To me, it's getting a lot of this processing, or I don't know. I'm getting a little bit of little weirdness going on. I think that's just because of the coffee.
So my preference is towards this one because between the filters and this, I like one step before retronasal, like the exit note.
Got it.
And I can find the processing I like, the thermal shock or whatever this one is.
Yeah.
I get a more jelly flavor, not a texture, but like that fake sugar flavor out of this one than I've been able to find on this.
Yeah, there's like a softer exit here.
Yeah.
This I think in espresso starting much higher and then exiting out, but both of them are still finishing very sweet. But there's this intense linger of notes in espresso on this one, but it's so far back that it's very like I think the intensity level of this is even greater than this, like concentration.
But they're like in the same profile.
Same profile. Yes.
You could probably dial it with water out. Like
probably. But like doing the but like on espresso, that I think that like if I'm maybe this is me coping, but if I'm looking for the wow factor in espresso, this does something very interesting. Really far back.
I'm not sure if I like it.
Yeah, I could see if you have a ton of processed coffees, that would be so overwhelming if you're not into that. Like for me, I think if I had some of that Letty, more Diego Bermudez processed stuff, sometimes some of that processing could be a little overwhelming. We were pulling the Wilton Benitez Naruk yesterday, and I was getting a little bit, it's like, it's a little too much processing that's now getting into everywhere. It's not just on your palate anymore, it's in everywhere. Whereas this this I still think is more like
our preferences are opposite.
Yeah, our preferences are quite different.
Funky.
Yeah.
And I still prefer the funky on this because I get that synthetic fake jelly thing
Yeah.
clearer.
This to me is getting that syntheticness into everywhere, which I think it could be fun for some people, but I mean, I don't know. I just think like that is the most different thing than any of these other grinders.
Like these clearly come from the same family. They're
Yeah.
siblings. This one's like 1 year older. This one's 17. This one's 16. Or like cars. This one's a 2006 model. This is a 2007
Yeah.
model. Like the origins are the same.
Yeah.
And it's these fine details when you put them side by side and try very hard that you can kind of pick them apart.
Yeah. But I still think an espresso that has a distinctive difference than any of these other grinders I'm tasting. Like but this is a very preferential thing now, which is like what we experience here on the retronasalness, that you may love that or hate that. But this would be the safer pick in espresso. I think more people like this is, you can't go wrong with this.
We're at the limitations of language where like the moreness of this is not necessarily
Right.
better. It's not more clarity. It's not more and intensity. We are none the wiser.
Yeah. And then these are both. Oh, yeah, I mean, we have microphones. We're just too lazy to set them up, and we don't have any of the noise canceling stuff here. It's just a normal shotgun microphone. I don't know. What do you want to do?
Let's pull one more.
Okay,
thing.
let's pull one more. We should pull the last one, either finer, or the first one. Let's pull this one coarser, slightly coarser.
Sure.
This one should go slightly coarser. Because
This bean?
Let's do. I would do something different.
This is coarser, right?
Yeah, but like
this
you'd have to go
one
even
went
coarser.
slower.
Yeah, so you have to go even coarser. Like this is like what, 20, 22, 23, 25?
This
I
one
don't
went
know.
really fast.
Yeah, but they were both like fast shots, but this was faster by a little. So, you know. Yeah, this is not extensive testing, okay? We're just doing stuff here. Pull something clean and washed. Let me go find something.
What?
Someone said pull something clean and washed.
Oh man. Was it hairy?
No. I have folder say oh, let's do that'd be interesting. Do you want show?
What?
The honey Ethio?
Okay. No.
Where the hell did it go? Oh, here. This was a good coffee. Anyone got this? This is pretty clean.
Do you want?
That's not. It's a honey process, but it's clean.
Okay.
So you'll hate it. I don't have Sei Pepe. I have Flower Child Pepe. I still have some Alita. I have a lot of other random things. We were pulling. Did we pull this Honduras? Do we brew this?
No.
No. Okay, no Honduras. You hate Honduras. I have Yaye, but I need to save Yaye because we're doing an event and I need to save Yaye for that event. Or do we do another Flower Child? I don't even know anymore. Oh, let me go and fill up water in the decent. I'll be back.
I need to bring the portafilters to knock them out. No, I'm not reading the pucks.
You're a puckologist.
Very qualified. Ah.
Ordered a bag of the Moonwake Naruk Gesha after the last stream. Oh man. I gotta get me. Oh, you okay?
Yeah.
I gotta get me some of those commissions.
If we didn't say before, we were pulling on Wayfo SOE Spirits. Very fast basket.
Yeah, that's a very transparent Burr.
Basket.
Basket. Basket.
Okay, do you want Cho, this thing?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna dose it. And...
I'm gonna re-edit all these streams and then give everyone like that supercut version.
Make money twice.
Yes. Dude, I make the pennies off of this beautiful live stream. Oh, sweet. Yeah, the Wilton stuff is great from Mod Cup. That is also Wilton. I was like, where the hell did I find my Wilton Mod Cup Wilton?
Malconate cup, please.
MK. For 01?
For...
Oh, we're going to pull the same coffee. Oh.
No, this is Duanjo, but that is a catch cup for this guy.
Okay, you want to pull 2 shots? Okay. All right, let's do it.
Okay, nothing.
So,
Huh?
oh, I was like, I got all the Wilton mod cups. Yeah. And then Harry stole the Sidra from me. And then I have the Tabby also. So I got the
okay.
Gesha, Pink Bourbon, Sidra, and then Tabby. If you guys can see this. Ah.
That's good packaging.
Oh yeah, this is just the card, but like stapled on, so like you can see the card. Oh, very cool. That's what this is. Okay, we're gonna pull say.
How are we gonna compensate? So
I think you keep that the same and just make this coarser, and the profile can compensate. It'll be very. I think it'll be very close.
oh god, this opposite way too. How thing it goes. 1.8.
And then for anyone wondering, we are pulling this coffee.
There's a bean on top.
Oh my god.
There's a bean here.
But yeah, it's this coffee. Let's see if I can increase the ISO so you can see this. I brewed it today on the 01 and I was very happy. I'm gonna now pull some shots, so we'll see.
There's the runoff. Okay.
Alright, a more fair comparison.
Is it? Why?
Same contact, similar contact time, hopefully. Curious how the Mod Cup Pink Bourbon compares to the roast from JBC and Ocus.
Is it the Wilton Maca Pink Bourbon?
Yes.
I like that one.
That's a good coffee. We're actually going to have that on X Bloom, so I'm pretty excited for that.
No cross contamination, Brooke.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I do everything now. How do I say things? I don't know about JBC roasting. I have not had them in a bit.
Never had that before.
You probably won't like it, is what I'll say.
Because I'm picky, not because it's a bad roast.
Sure. Yes, to both. It's a hit or miss. Oh, or do you want... Okay, I can prep and you can pull. Decent portafilter is...
Oh, here I can pull it.
Yeah, let me prep.
You're the one who has to get it wrong, so we can.
Okay. So decent portafilter is 01.
Okay. I said so confidently. Decent water filters all on.
Decent portafilter is 01.
Oh. The portafilter stand comes in this box?
Yes.
Yeah. My concern earlier was that this is not heavy enough to support the portafilter, or it's easy to knock, but I think it is sufficient.
Okay. These are ready.
Decent portafilters or
Yes, there should be enough water. Okay, 600 mils in the tank. All right. All right. Okay. Just advertise for all the roasters we like. If you hate it, you can send me a bill. Maybe, what if that's skill issue? Maybe you just suck at making coffee, and the coffee's actually really good, but you just don't know, you just like mess up. I think with these coffees, they're roasted, they're such high quality, and they're roasted really well that they're really difficult to mess up.
something went wrong. This is a lot more than 30 something milliliters. Let's regrind this one.
No, it should be like 54.
No. This is like 100.
Oh, did the scale not turn on?
It is on, but it is at showing 0 currently.
Wait, should we just weigh that and pull the other shot to that?
Let's redo this one.
Okay, fine, we'll redo it. We'll redo the 01. What did that flow rate look? Oh, that flow rate looks good. I can visually see this.
Wow.
Curious how... Okay, I've never tried Ocus. I literally do not know.
What word?
Ocus?
I've never heard that.
Is that like a... Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of that roaster. Or like, maybe I should. Maybe I should know every roaster. They're in VT state.
Vietnam.
Vermont.
Vermont.
Is that? Am I like? Am I misremember? Vermont's a state. No. Wait. Holy shit. What's my geography? Vermont. Yes. VT Vermont. Okay. Good.
01.
01. Okay.
Spray.
How much spray? Oh, you should just do it.
2. And then I pretend to jiggle it so it's covered.
Yes, state. Oh, you run and you're feeding, right?
Yeah. Oh. So with this guy, you're not supposed to do this while it's running because it'll fill in the gaps.
Yeah.
But I don't know about this one.
I'm still not doing that with the because
we know about this.
Yeah. All right. I'll prep.
Be consistent.
Yes, Vermont's a state. Oh, do we want to dump this?
Yes.
Or do you want to taste it? For
We
fun?
will taste it for fun. Is that the triangulation?
It might taste good. Well, this would give us an example of how these Burrs plot really long ratios.
That's a really long range. That's like 150 mils.
Ocus in Vermont. You want to buy that coffee?
I'm not gonna buy coffee anymore.
You're just gonna be a
It's
roaster.
gonna be a personal roaster.
Okay. Well, I prepped these.
Okay.
Goodbye. I'm gonna taste this. So. Oh, you need a carafe, right?
Yeah.
Or, oh, actually, we have 2 of the same crafts, so it doesn't matter. Well, we have lots of the same crafts. Ah. Poor. These crafts are great.
Yeah.
So this is a really long ratio shot. Like this is effectively soup. Let me weigh the output. This was a messed up shot because I think the decent scale wasn't connected. So this was a 71 mils. Or 71 grams. It's probably like 100 something mils in total. Damn, this coffee's good. And this is 0-1 at a long ratio. 1 to 18. Yeah, so like 18 to 71. It's always interesting to see how do Burrs perform at really long ratios. Do things fall apart or not, right? Wow.
Am I just very bad at doing a decent espresso? The scale is on.
Is it synced up on the top? Do you see the numbers change?
Oh, it's disconnected.
God damn it.
I am the victim of...
Or do you want to pull this one to 70? You want to pull it a lot? This is really good.
Man, I don't know how to do it on decent.
Okay, here. Just don't connect the scale and let's pull this one to the same ratio. What is this pulled to?
Wait, what if I just pull it to the same number?
I'm gonna just weigh it. Just pour.
How am I gonna know?
No, hold on. Just pour that into here. Oh, that's 100. This is good. This is 70. This is tasting really good.
That was only 70 out?
There's only 70 out. 72 out. So we can pull that one to 72. Or do you want to pull the 100? I don't know.
I don't know how to pull 100.
Here, just pull that or other one to 72.
Okay. You're not concerned about blindness anymore.
Did the scale connect?
Am I having the opposite problem now?
Okay, hold on. Let's redo that. We're getting trolled right now by the decent. Here, let me do this.
Should it be beeping that much?
Yeah, it's tearing the scale. So it's connecting the scale. Did you change the number at the top?
No.
Oh, here, wait. Let me.
It's going. I don't know how you're gonna dynamically adjust this.
Oh my god. Alright, whatever. I'm just gonna redo it.
We're gonna redo it.
I'm gonna redo it. Just redo it. I already got you 18 grams. Getting trolled. This is really good though. I like
Okay,
I like how this tastes. Okay, we'll just pull let's just grind another 18. Oh my god, it's 9:30. So you should taste this
Okay.
and then we can blind taste it.
You pull both of these because I am...
Oh yeah, I only need to pull
Talentless.
one. I'm just gonna pull this one to 70 something. Same one, so 72.
Okay. yeah, you like this a lot. This is on my scale would be like a 3 or a 4.
Just a washed coffee hater.
Yeah.
I mean, that has a crazy retro nasal effect.
Oh, there's a ad playing now.
There's a what?
Ads.
Oh.
I get tomato on the retro nasal.
There is an herbal note in this coffee.
Yeah, it's got the herbal zesty thing that I don't enjoy in washed. But that also means that maybe it's very clean water. But that's not to discount how much berryness, apricotiness is in it in the primary. I go crazy like that on a P100 knocker. So you can't match this one as quickly as you can this one.
This is finer. This is again still too fine.
It's still here. That is slow.
This is really fine.
Okay. I have stopped paying attention, so I
You
don't
can stop
know
paying
what's
it.
drink-
Do we care anymore for espresso?
Oh,
blind
I
you
have
don't,
forgotten.
You don't care.
Which
yeah.
one I drank already,
Oh, okay. Try this one.
and I will not think too hard.
You don't need to think too
about
hard.
what this
This
is.
one you don't need to think too hard. This is definitely finer.
Oh,
We're running into espresso dialing hell right now.
this does not have the same linger in the back note that I'm not enjoying on this bean because it's not my preference. So in that sense, I like this one more, even though it is warmer. Berries, apricotiness, stone fruit,
Stone
but
fruit.
then like this herbal zestiness, and I don't get that tomatoiness or savoriness that I got at the end. It's very clean.
Yeah, clean coffee. It's still very unique. Irrespective of like how close the flow rates are, the presentation at these really fine grind settings as an espresso, that's where I'm seeing the difference. Like presentation, slight, or I want to say shift. It gets shifted.
I get more of a baking spices on this one.
It's because this is slightly finer.
Good. Nutmeg, brown sugar.
Yeah, but both are good.
They're both good.
Both
Again,
are good.
they're siblings. The lineage is clear.
This was more wild though, more like out there in terms of retro nasal. Like to me, this is that opposite of the shuriken at espresso.
I'm not sure I like that.
Yeah.
So do I, with my tiny Burr set, feel like I'm lacking? For my preferences, no.
No.
Like I'm happy.
You're
and
being filtered
this is-
also.
That's true.
Filter, I could not tell. A
Filter, we
difference.
couldn't tell a difference.
I could not tell a difference.
And where we're looking for differences here very hard, I prefer this one. Mm-hmm. But you and I also have very contrasting
Yeah.
preferences.
Yeah, he likes goofy coffee.
Yeah. I don't like the taste of coffee.
Yeah, you should just brew tea. Drink juice instead. But yeah, in filter brewing, it's pretty damn close.
Yeah.
I don't know how. Like, also to be fair, who's gonna do this? are you guys gonna go and buy both of these and buy the same?
I'm
Burr
never
set?
gonna bother putting
Like,
these two together again.
Yeah,
if you're bringing that, I'm not bringing this.
Yeah, I would never put these two side by side with these Burrs.
Yeah.
But I think this is like, this type of flavor profile you can find from really cheap Burr sets too. SPP, just SPP, you can find that under $100. You can find a Burr set that presents flavor exactly like this.
Think of what else. I feel like the ZP6 at the espresso, when you're not supposed to do it, but you still can, is also like that. But if you have this, you're somewhat locked in without the 98 carrier.
Yeah, you get the 98 carrier.
Right.
I mean, you just run the same
But
Burrs.
if you have a Burr set like this, what do you pair it with if you're a fun person?
If you're a fun person, I still think Cafetech, or specifically Shurikens. Well, I always have two answers for like, what do I pair normal Burrs with, right? So I would classify this as like the greatest normal Burr of all time. Is that controversial? I don't know. This is like the most
Great
normal Burr. It's so good that it's uninteresting, I think, at times.
Yeah.
In filter, to be specific. In espresso, that's where I'm getting a little bit of that wow factor.
Like in video games, you have characters with specs, right? And this one is like whatever number it is, it's all just even throughout. 4 stars all around.
Yeah, like
4.5 stars all around.
Yeah, like that's what I feel like this is in filter. It's like really, really good acidity, really good body, really good flavor separation, but it's so balanced. Like it's so balanced to a point that it's like, oh, this is good, but like there's no like, oh, whoa, the acidity jumps out or something like is pushing it up in some sort of way. Whereas on even filter with the Shurikens, I'm like, well, there's such a unique pushed up acidity and finish to these. Like there's two things that it's like push and pull in different directions. Most of the SSPs do that as well, especially 98 Brew, where there is such a distinctive clinical presentation of acidity on 98 Brew with an insanely sharp drop off.
Yeah, where nerds want some glass cannon.
Yeah, like that's a glass cannon. These are glass cannon Burrs, right? Where you're like, maybe not glass cannon in terms of brewing, but especially with Cafetech, but like in terms of presentation, right? 98 Brew is significantly more interesting than both of these Burrs.
That would be my pairing with this.
Yeah, I would pair that with this. I would pair Shurikens for this. Specifically in filter, right? I'm talking filter. In espresso, that's where I think I'm detecting some of the differences, where I think this is still very normal, very safe, very balanced in espresso.
I prefer this one.
Where, yeah, I think most people would prefer that. Then suddenly it kind of shifts to difference where this has this really intense retronasal effect, or, in very intense acidity presentation in the very back of your tongue, which is surprising to me.
I can't wash it out with water.
Yeah, you can't really wash it out easily. And that's where I'm like, espresso, this and this, so different. Or this, even with SSPMPs, 98 HUs, would be quite a pairing in something like espresso, because you're taking a lot of those intensities and you're shifting them across your palate, right? I wouldn't really classify them as being intensity difference or clarity difference or whatever, but it's that style of like concentration of intensity of notes, but shifting, right? This is the first burst that I've tasted where it's like everything's in the back. That's what's kind of that's why I'm thinking in my head. Maybe I'm coping and I'm being like, whoa, that's so interesting. It's wow factor. But it's really just getting up. I mean, it's still there. I also think the linger on this and intensity of linger is in this. In this, it's like they're both up there. They both really, really linger. This one lingers more in espresso because of that retronasal, and so you can't get it out of you. Whereas like SSPs, sometimes that linger happens and it's potentially very harsh. It's rough. Cafetech in Bentwood and these types of things, it's like the Burr covers up that harshness. There's just like suddenly a rounding to it, right?
Safeness.
Safe. It's very safe. But in filter, I think this is too good to a fault, where it's like it's too good. There's nothing to talk about, right? It's like it's good across the board in filter, but you're not gonna get wowed in filter. I think you can get wowed in espresso with this Burr set. but I feel like you're not really gonna get wowed in any, like this is too safe in both filter and espresso. For 98 Mizens.
So my other P100 remains a brew, 98 brew.
Yeah, I mean, frankly speaking, I wouldn't really look at, unless you really like the flavor profile, or you're only doing espresso, probably wouldn't really veer towards 102 Mizens. I'm in the case of, like, I'm looking to pair this with something, like, whatever grinders I have, but I've just been very accustomed to the Cafetech flavor profile, and even for my work, like my coffee machine makes this type of coffee, right?
All of this is probably a safe place to jump to if you had 64 MPs, hearing that clarity is a thing, got that harshness and kind of regretting it, and think that moving up to something will give you more hit rate. Right? These are all high hit rates.
Oh yeah. I mean the other thing too is you can take your very expensive coffee, you can take like even bad coffee, right, and run them through here, and it would probably taste really good. It probably would taste. It's like that. That's what I'm saying. Is like it's so good at doing everything that it's like, not that interesting in it. Like there's not like this one thing in filter that you can like really emphasize. Like, oh my god, it does these things, right? And that's completely fine, right? But we are at the point where we are nitpicking that hard, where it's like it's so good that it is. I can't talk,
If it was more straightforward, we would not use so many words to try to explain it.
Right. But I don't know. I think it's a good grinder. I like these Burr sets. I mean, I'm pairing them with stuff, right? Like this is that you like the China Burr flavor profile in filter. You want the best version of the China Burr flavor profile. This is it. Like that. That's really good. In espresso, that's where it shines. I think this is much better. I think this is more interesting in espresso. I wouldn't. Now the thing is like, do you really want this for espresso? That's like a different story, right? But it depends on what you're pairing the grinder with. I don't.
I do not.
Yeah, I do think though, like this would elevate the quality, like the average quality of coffee that you have, regardless, because it just does everything really good, right? So every brew you're going to have is going to be better. Every single shot you're going to have is going to be better. Now, the question is that why you buy one of these, right? Like, that's the conversation where you get into, which is like, what is your mentality and mindset in buying a coffee grinder? Do you want something that just does the same thing but better? Or do you want something that wows you every single morning, right? And this is wowing me in espresso. This is not really wowing me in filter, but it's making all my filter taste really fucking good. So that's a different story.
It's not better because it's bigger. It's different because it's different.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, those are our like rambly thoughts on the Mizens. If anyone has anything they want to ask, feel free to ask away. But we're probably gonna wrap up. We did a lot of different tastings. TLDR filter, we could not tell a damn difference. Or, it's so close. You're not missing out. If you already own a P100 and you want that flavor profile that we're talking about, just pick up 98 Mizens. I don't know. Can you buy these Burrs if you have other grinders?
Yeah, P100 owners currently get $100 discount off.
That's pretty good.
Some other store sells it, but it's not, you don't get a discount.
Yeah, so I quite like these Burrs. They're, that standard flavor profile. I would classify this as a Chinese Burr flavor profile.
I'll call it a neutral.
It's like neutral, I guess. But
which is a good thing.
It's a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing. But it's like really good, right? These two Mizens do that in the coarser brewing methods, and then in espresso, it's exactly like that, mega balanced, super safe, mega balanced. This has some interest. I think this is super interesting, maybe too interesting, at least for you, on espresso. So I think if you only pull espresso and you want to be wowed, this could be that choice. And then, maybe you want to learn how to do filter. You go and then you get the everyman brew. And then you just use this in filter. So I see purposes for this. If you only had one grinder and you were mostly espresso, what I'm going to say is I don't think these espressos would taste that good in milk. I I think it'd be a little goofy on milk if you get too much of that retronasal stuff. This is
they're gonna fight each other.
yeah, this is an example of a burst that can punch through milk. So maybe not like the best if you want to do milky drinks that are better. Get a blendier Burr. Like these Burrs are not blendy at all. Like in that sense, they are very high clarity. So you should also think about it that way. Is like, do you want to be making I don't want to say sour espresso, but bright espresso that can punch through your milk and make your milky drinks taste like sour milk. Yeah. I have the 01. Okay, here we go. We'll catch up on chat and we'll wrap up. I have the 01 and ZP6 sold my P6C4. I think that would be a really good combo as well. Well, this has espresso and the ZP6 for filter. Because filter, this is kind
I
of...
think ZP6 is kind of like in this profile.
Yeah, I know.
It's
This
neutral.
is... Yeah. Super safe. ZP6 filter is pretty close to this.
Yeah.
Just buy a ZP6, guys. Like, don't question things. You don't need it. Just like...
It's one of the few no-brainer...
Yeah, it's a no-brainer buy. Just buy a ZP6. Call it a day. The funny thing is, I don't own a ZP6. I use your ZP6. Brian, is a filter on the Caftech $1,000 better than the 01? I mean, it's not better. It's different, right? It's just, this is just like safe. It's just normal, right? You're not, like, to me, I'm not wowed by the filter because because to me, like, this flavor profile is just too safe. Like, I need more dynamics, if that makes sense. More
But
like
all three of these are in this range where it can do everything. You get to be very picky because
you can be very picky,
but
yeah.
they're all doing everything very well. It's a matter of, do you want excitement or do you want a high standard?
Yeah. Like, this is... The thing is you buy one of these grinders, any of these grinders, your quality of cup in any brewing method is going to go up. We're just being nitpicky.
We're trying to find the words to...
Right, because it's like, you might as well... Like, this is what you're curious about, right? It's like... I mean, for me, it's like I like these Caftech grinders and I like 98 SSP. I want to try something different, right? I wanted to see, hey, what does 102 do that is different? Like, does it do anything different? Or like, more so, I just wanted to try this because it wasn't SSP, Like, I wanted to try this because it was not SSP.
We don't know the infos. This is
right.
infos.
Maybe, yeah. So it's like new, it's worthwhile trying. Not surprised based on the descriptions on filter. Am surprised by espresso. That's still my conclusion. Oh, what profiles are we using? We're using visualizer. We're using extractor dose, and the roast profile. I mean, we're doing like ultra light, transparent. We're pulling say, and that was working fantastic. We were pulling also on Wafo Spirit, so high flow basket. 1 to 5 to 1 to 7. And then yesterday, when we were comparing these, we were pulling more 1 to 3s. But we wanted to just see, like, hey, is there any difference in here? Is the ZP6 much better than Commandante? Very different. They pair well together. Commandante can do espresso, so you can, if you want to go and you get red clicks and you go keep spinning for years and years. Commandante is okay. Speaking of filter, anyone gotten their hands on a 078?
There's one coming.
We have one coming.
There's two coming.
Yeah, we have two coming. We also have all of the. We have all of them, right?
We will have all of them.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have all of them now, but we'll have all of them. Yeah. I don't know.
Almost feels like an old grinder at this point.
It is an old grinder now. It's so old now. DF83V came out. Gevi came out. This came out. Late to the game. The hype is over. We haven't tried 078. I don't know anything. yet. We will. So we will. I mean, I don't know. You're free tomorrow. We can hop on the Discords. I don't know. I'm doing random ass streams every day now. So why not? I gotta finish my ranking chart.
Oh no.
I gotta.
Beholden to these numbers that
Yeah,
we put on
yeah.
them.
You gotta put the numbers on, and then now everyone will be like, remember. How come you're buying that grinder?
How come that's a 3 and that's a
yeah,
4?
how come that's a 3 and that's a 4? Or like, I can't wait to be referenced in like random posts. Brian says this is a 5 out of 5.
The amount of time I've spent backtracking on that thing I made.
Yeah. Okay, cool, guys.
Okay, bye.
Bye. End the stream.